not the world's greatest expert on Kecksburg. I know that it did happen in Pennsylvania. I know that people saw something going down that was described as kind of an acorn. It's a crash. And
Die Glock. A lot of people think it was a German Nazi bell.
Right on. I think with time, though, although there have been good investigations into it, it's not one that I stand on because I'm not 100% certain of exactly what happened. But it's interesting. It's kind of like the Roswell case in the same way. You can't find that one witness who says, I saw it crash. I saw the recovery of it. I was part of it when it was flowing to right. You don't get that person. Instead, you get 600 witnesses that talk about, well, if it was just a weather balloon, why would all these people do all these weird things, to protect it?
Need to know, number 61, Gimme Some Truth. Bruce Zabel and Ross fuckum Coulthart. I mean, Coulthart isn't actually complaining at the beginning, but Zabel's kind of intro is like, holy shit. There's so much shit to talk about when we do an episode a month. So this episode's got so much stuff in it. So Zabel comes out swinging with, there's so much ufology happening, I can't even keep up. And Ross fucking Coulthart comes back with, goddamn motherfucking Trump. What can you do? He's unhappy with the pace of UAP disclosure from the American government since the Trump administration took over. He's really unhappy with the answer about the drones. He gets back in there a couple times with it, especially at the end, of course, but like the whole time, because they got to cover everything that happened in, I guess, since the middle of February. But none of the drones really happened since February. What's happened is there's been a lot of people who come out and talked a lot about drones, not just the Wyoming National Guard. A lot of people have been posting a lot of accounts of encounters with drones, and nobody's even saying that, hey, the drones that we're seeing are aliens. And the hay that's being made by Ross Coulthart and others has more to do with just the basics around that the government is lying about what they are. Not even that they're aliens. And a lot of them are making hay on that, what they are is Chinese. And that the Chinese have, balloons and drone ships that launch drones that fly all over the United States. And the balloons launch more drones. And that's something that the American government doesn't want to discuss at all. And so the American government lets it be kind of, I don't know what those are. They're UAP, because that's what we call things that we don't know. And we'll find out. We don't know. And that's just, that's pissing off Ross Coulthart. Bruce Zabel, he doesn't seem, he's not very mad at all. He's not mad about it. Last time we saw him, he was kind of shaken by the fires that almost burned down his house in California. Doesn't mention the fires, I don't think, in this episode. Doesn't seem shaken anymore. Back to work. I guess he's probably a MAGA guy, Trump supporter. He doesn't say that he is. In the past, he didn't really seem like he was a Trump guy. But he, at the very least, he's kind of like the old guy, like George Knapp, saying, don't expect much, but let's give it a shot. Let's give him a shot. They're new. He likes the people that Trump's been putting in places because he sees them as pro-UAP disclosure people. So yeah, they review kind of a little bit of everything. Talk shit about the American government for not, disclosing UFOs. Then we get into, oh, this is more Trump talk. Then we get into age of disclosure. So Ross asks Bruce about age of disclosure. He says he thinks it's going to be good. I don't know if he said that he hasn't seen it yet and he's about to go see it. So they're really just talking about there was a trailer that had come out not very long ago, a few days ago, last week. It's got all these people in it. You'll see the list of names over and over and over again soon. Marco Rubio, James Clapper, these other guys, Hal Puthoff, Eric Davis. Tim G. Admiral. Nobody expects there to be anything new. You got Lou Elizondo, you got Tim Burchett, Jay Stratton. There's a list. There's like 34 names that they list off over and over again. The guys who like it, the guys who like it and the guys that don't, they both list off like the same 34 names as like a good thing or a bad thing. But kind of because of the way it's put together and who's in it, everyone knows kind of what they're going to say. There's not going to be anything new. There's not going to be any new breaking video of some unseen UFO or government facility working on a UFO. It's going to be kind of the same cast and characters that we've seen talking about pretty much everything since 2017, pretty much. And before. But really, these guys have been the UFO dudes, the UFO bros. So, Zabel says, I think it's going to be good because it's going to have all these, kind of modern characters in it. And it's kind of short. And so it's going to be a thing that you can show to one of your skeptic pals who doesn't want anything to do with it. And they're going to get maybe not converted, but probably converted. It's kind of what he's saying. So, Zabel and all the Zabel adjacent camps kind of say that about everything. Sometimes I'll call them like the go along to get along guys, which is fine. But, especially since 2017, but that's what they kind of call everything. It's this thing that whoever's selling is like the thing to like get the normies into it. And so I haven't seen it either. But, the rest of the internet was pretty fucking not okay with it. And it's probably just because of who they have in it and then how they have rolled it out. They didn't include any kind of like other points of view. Nothing new. And then when they previewed it, they only previewed it to a very small amount of people who are already kind of like, on their team, in their camp, on their side. So everyone else was kind of like mad about that. So it's not really getting like a warm reception from the ufology crowd. But then all the names, all of them, even if they're like, I don't know, there's nothing, I don't know, if there's not nothing new, then I'm not really that interested. But then they still went on to say, it's probably gonna be a good watch, especially if you're not really like a deep ufologist person. So I guess we'll see. We don't know. We were thinking maybe some of us would get to see it through various means, like starting on Friday, but it doesn't seem to be that accessible, so we might not see it for 6 months to a year, like depending on how it's actually going to be released, I guess. But need to know, it's not even an hour long. they go through a lot of stuff